Hey, good morning. It's Tuesday, December 7th, 2021. The reason I mentioned the year today is that it was 80 years ago today, December 7th, 1941, that Pearl Harbor was bombed by the Japanese. And on that day, life literally turned upside down for everyone in the United States or anyone connected with the United States. War was already happening over in Europe. We were slow thinking about getting into it. But then when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, decimating the American Navy, life changed. And those kinds of life-changing events are what I want to talk about today. And it happened about 8 a.m. in the morning in Hawaii time. That meant at that time here, it was about 1 p.m. in the East Coast of the United States. So we'd gotten through half the day, and everything seemed normal. It was a December day, it was cold, everything just seemed the way December is supposed to happen. Christmas is coming, we got to get ready for it. But in those few hours, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern time, life began to dramatically change in ways that are still impacting us to this very day. Is life random? It's not. God is in control of all things. When Jesus was born in Bethlehem, an event almost no one knew about at the time, but it has been like a tsunami through all of human history. Just because we're not aware of it doesn't mean God's not at work. And then when something happens that literally turns things upside down, we're shocked. God is not shocked. He's given us the tools in His Word to prepare for life turning upside down. I even wrote a little book about it. It was designed for the pandemic, but really anything where life is going crazy. And there's the title, When Life Turns Upside Down. And we see in the scripture that God is indeed Lord of the universe, Lord of our planet, Lord of our lives. Sometimes these upside down moments happen on a grand national scale, like they did with Pearl Harbor or 9/11 or the death of President Kennedy, the assassination of President Kennedy, we talked about a couple of weeks ago. But sometimes these upside down moments, these bomb blasts of events occur in our individual lives, when things seem to be one way and then all of a sudden they're the complete opposite. And in those upside down moments, the reason I wrote the book is to give us the courage to see that we can trust God, that there's a way forward. In a metaphorical sense, if the United States had just stopped on December 7th and said, we have no hope, things would have turned about quite differently. When these upside down moments happen in our lives, there is great encouragement knowing that they're not random, that God is not asleep at the switch. And there are passage after passage after passage of Scripture which lets us know that. So in effect, what I'm saying this morning is we need to be ready for the upside down moments, because life is going to turn upside down. That's why I titled it, When Life Turns Upside Down. Not if it turns upside down, but when it turns upside down. And when it does turn upside down, you have a God who is there, who has planned this all out, even in ways that are beyond our ability to understand, so that we can grasp what He wants us to be about, so that we can trust Him. I try and keep up with current events. And so there's so many times I imagine, okay, what would have been like if this had been happening, if something happened today, how could things change? They could change dramatically. And there's so many places on the planet right now where you could have a Pearl Harbor type event. None of that matters, even if it does happen. We're in our own personal lives if we have those type of dramatic upside down events. God is there for us. He is our refuge and our strength. Psalm 46 gives us this hope and encouragement. Even when things are falling down around us, God is our hope, our refuge. The God of Jacob is for us. The God who saves people who are messed up is for us. So let's remember, like the thumbnail says, let's remember December 7th. But let's remember more importantly that we serve a God who makes all these things to work for his good, for his glory, and for our blessing. And that's a thought we could hang on to this day. December 7th, 2021. Remember that you have a faithful God, regardless what may unfold the rest of this day. Thank you so much for being here today. Check us out everydaytalk247.com. If you haven't turned on the post notifications when you subscribe, please do that. Consider telling others about the channel. Thank you again for your comments, your feedback, your support. And Lord willing, we'll see you this evening. Have a great day. Bye-bye.